Breaking news. If it bleeds, it leads. In your news today...
You are now tuned in to Dirty Laundry Media.
Stand by.
Was his flippant response and obvious aversion to the idea of reparations something that lit the fire in your bones to run against him?
I was already enraged and infuriated, but the thing that really put the nail in the coffin was there was some Latina there. I don't know what race and what she identifies. You know, depending on what the day of the week, they'll be black one week and then they go back to being white. So, you know, they want to have best of both worlds. But a Latina was there and she mentioned about the protection for DACA recipients, the people who came to this country illegally as children. And he just came to life. He wasn't dismissive. He wasn't condescending. So right there and then, I saw where his heart was. But I was still hopeful that something I said resonated with him. That even if it wasn't sincere, that because he was put on the spot about his neglect and betrayal of Black Americans, that he would get on television and at least do something to give at least the pretense of caring about Black Americans. Instead, I'm watching television and he's going hard for illegal immigrants, talking about the conditions in which children who are being kept in facilities along the border are being held. And yet, the children who are 60% of the homeless are children who look like you and are children who look like me, not children who look like the kids, the vast majority of them being of mestizo heritage, being held in the facilities along the border. But I saw that he was doubling down on betraying and being neglectful of Black America. And I was waiting for all of these educated Black people around whom I was hanging, who had better political acumen, who had more of the know-how in dealing with politics, who had more resources. I was ready for one of them to challenge him, or to challenge one of these other sellouts that's in the Congressional Black Caucus. And when I saw that none of them were, except for one that I knew of at the time, Tamara Shealy from Georgia, I said, you know what? Harriet Tubman, I'm sure she never wanted to put her life in extreme danger by going back into slave-holding Maryland to save her relatives, and then later on going into slave-holding South Carolina. But she did it because she knew it had to be done. And when she spoke to all the people in New York, where she was living at the time, she saw that none of them were going to do it. Even her own husband said her idea was foolish and she was going to die. So much that when she finally did leave, he went and got him another woman because he just knew she was going to die. But the fact of the matter is, no matter how dangerous it was, no matter how many people said that she was crazy and that she was going to die, she was going to fail, as I have had people say to me that I'm going to fail, she got up and she did it because she knew it was the right thing to do. And she saw no one else was going to do it. So therefore, when I saw that a lot of people around me were just talking about taking on people like Clyburn, but weren't ever going to do it, I said, hell with it. I going to do it because it has to be done. And my people are worth it.